Hi everyone, my name is Natasha. Welcome to my channel about my family's adventures as we build a new life in Bulgaria after moving there from the UK and adopt a child after biological daughter.
We had to temporarily leave Bulgaria due to a bureaucratic nightmare with Jordan's Bulgarian work visa application. Our 90 days visa-free period in the country was coming to an end, and we had to leave the European Union for a while. The closest to Bulgaria non-European Union countries are Turkey, Serbia and North Macedonia. We've already been to Turkey twice this year, so our choice was between Serbia and North Macedonia. We decided to go to North Macedonia first. We found some nice accommodation on Airbnb that looked lovely on the photos and was inexpensive. According to Airbnb description, it had a gym and a hot tub, and I was excited about it. So we packed our belongings, left our favorite Robert in a lovely pet hotel near Burgas, and went on a car journey. We stopped in Sofia for a few days, and then went to North Macedonia. We got stopped at the border and asked to provide car insurance. Jordan has insurance, but they said his insurance doesn't cover North Macedonia. We were told to go back to Bulgaria, buy insurance, and then come back. Jordan parked his car on the neutral territory between Bulgaria and North Macedonia and started looking for a solution online. But then a police officer came to our car and said he could help. He said he could ask some insurance company representative to come and sell us a 15 days insurance for 50 euros, plus 5 euros for a taxi they will have to catch to get to the border. We didn't have much choice and agreed to do it. We bought some food from a duty-free shop while waiting, and then an insurance company representative arrived with all necessary documents prepared. We paid and crossed the border. After that, we finished our journey without any problems. The place we are staying in is called Berovo. It's a small town with a population of around 8,000 people, and it's not far from the Bulgarian border. We got welcomed by a young Macedonian man speaking good English. He showed us around our accommodation. There is no gym or hot tub unfortunately, but the house is nice and clean. You can tell it got recently repaired and it's not fully finished just yet. There was no kettle, no bin in the kitchen, but the lovely owners of the house brought it to us as soon as we asked. Look at this kettle, I've never seen such kettle before. There is no washing machine either, but the hosts are washing our clothes for us when needed. We have stayed in many Airbnb places all around Europe, but never had such nice hosts before. They're treating us like family members or very close friends. It's a big family, several generations living all together in a big house next to ours. They're bringing us fresh vegetables from their garden, sweets, and homemade rakia. One day we said that we want to make a barbecue, and they prepared everything for us, including wood and charcoal. We only had to buy meat from the local butcher, which was very tasty. Their kids are playing with our daughter Vi, even though they are much older. We got invited to eat and drink with them, and it was very nice. They have cats and a dog. All pets are very friendly. The family is religious. We are mostly communicating in a mixture of Macedonian, Russian and Bulgarian languages. We really like Berovo. For such a little place, there is surprisingly a lot to do. There are lots of nice cafes and restaurants. Prices are even lower than in Bulgaria. For example, once in a restaurant we ordered a salad, 2 main courses, garnish and drinks and paid only £14. Food is super tasty. Unfortunately, most places have no draft beer, only bottles. We also couldn't find black tea bags anywhere and therefore drink fruit tea and coffee. In the town center, there is a well-maintained history museum. The entrance is free as it's funded by the state. There are two churches. We visited one of them with the oldest son of our hosts. It was on the day of Assumption of Saint Mary celebration. Everyone was very nice to us. We got invited to eat with other visitors and then had a little tour around. The Berovo people are building this church themselves. Everything here is made by priests, nuns, and volunteers, including our hosts. The church is not finished yet, but already looks amazing. One weekend, there was a music festival in the Berovo town center. Many people came to visit it. The local star, called Željko Samardžić, was singing there, and everyone was excited to see him. There was street food and a little market selling local goods, including paintings, handmade clothes, honey and jams. We bought a jar of peanut butter paste that tastes exactly like a Snickers chocolate bar. Here in Berovo, the nature is very picturesque. Views are amazing. The town is 1 kilometer above the sea level. Here is very hot in summer and very cold in winter. It's beginning of September now, and in the daytime it can be up to plus 30 degrees Celsius, but pretty nippy at night. Everyone is preparing wood to keep their houses warm in winter. Some days there is heavy rain, but then it dries very fast. Sadly, there is quite a lot of litter on the streets, especially after the festival. In some places, sidewalks are used for parking or don't exist at all, and pedestrians have to practically walk on the road. People are very nice and friendly. We love the local community. The internet is slow. My husband and I both work remotely, and for us it's a big problem. There are tiny scorpions in our house. Our host said they're harmless. We collect them and bring outside. One day we went to a hotel and spa near Berovo called Aurora in hope to get a massage. Apparently, all spa services there are available only to their hotel guests, but we were able to use their restaurant. At an altitude of 1,100 meters, this place is famous for its fresh mountain air, but everyone in the restaurant was smoking. The food was very tasty, but prices are much higher than everywhere else around, and they brought us a wrong bill, making us pay £40 instead of 18. It's a good job we spotted it and got our money back. There are much nicer places around Berovo to visit. We also went to Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia. It's about 2 hours drive from Berovo, and you have to pay to use the roads, but it's not expensive. As we came to Skopje, at the traffic lights some crazy man jumped on the car and started washing the front window. Jordan gave him some money and asked to clean the back window too, getting the best out of this weird situation. The man cleaned the back window and then started shouting at us, demanding more money. We had to just drive forward, leaving him behind. In Skopje, we went to the zoo. Jordan was afraid to leave the car on the parking near it, because there were some dodgy-looking men wandering around looking into parked cars, so we had to repark. The zoo was nice. You can buy a bag of food and feed the geese, tortoises, bunnies, and other animals. There is plenty of shade we desperately needed that day. It was plus 38 degrees Celsius. The zoo is surprisingly big. The animals look well.
Not the water, the glass. Oh, these pink stuff, you see it.
After the zoo, we went to a local cafe near it. The food was okay, but my pork was a bit raw inside. At least they had draft beer I was missing in Berovo. We also went to a large soft play in a shopping center. We loved it. The soft play was not very clean. Sand and dirt patches everywhere. Kids are allowed to run around without socks. All the toilets we went to in Skopje were dirty, including the one in the big shopping center. No toilet paper or soap anywhere. I don't want to come back to Skopje. I personally like Berovo much better. We visited Strumica too. There is a nice park with a playground. Half of the things of it are semi-broken though. We found a huge stick and was well happy with that. We went to a cafe with plenty of kiddie rides and ordered way too much food for just 3 of us. There were gypsy kids around asking for food, and we let them take some plates from our table. We also went to a shopping center. People are smoking right inside the building. The shopping center surprisingly had a lot of fancy dresses, way too fancy to wear even as a wedding guest. I'm wondering, when do Macedonian women dress like that? We bought a pair of flashing shoes for V. It cost us £10. One day we went to a restaurant with our hosts and unexpectedly met their friend. He didn't know us at all, but invited us to his son's birthday, which was very nice. In the daytime, there was a kids' party with food and games, and in the evening, there was a celebration for adults at a restaurant with traditional Macedonian music and dances. We will definitely visit North Macedonia again. We've heard the city Ohrid is very nice. I'd love to go there next time we are in the country. We are coming back to Bulgaria soon, but as there are still no updates regarding Jordan's visa application, at the end of September we will have to leave the European Union again. This time we are planning to go to Serbia. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow my Instagram account. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all back. Bye!